Hey, welcome back to the Car Sharker. My name is Jimmy Prater. I'm a car closer. That's what I do. I close car deals. I love to close car deals. And you do too. You love to close and close and close. You love to close them and you love to gross them, right? And you love to recruit, right? You have to love to recruit. Managers, you got to start recruiting. What's the best way to recruit? What is the best way to recruit? No, it's not calling your HR department and saying, hey, I need another salesperson. Hey, I need 5 more salespeople. Listen, if you got the motivation anyways, you have the energy, and the motivation comes from the energy. If you have all that in your dealership, you won't have a retention problem anyways. So you got to have the energy, right? You got to be that dealership in your market that everybody wants to come and work for. That's what's going to make you successful. You have to be positive all the time to the salespeople. You have to let the salespeople know that in order to be successful, they got to have the drive too, right? But the drive comes from the motivation. And we know that the motivation comes from the energy, but the energy is a store. That's the energy. That's the nucleus. That's the store. The store is the energy. And you got to have that. Dealer, it starts with you, dealer. It starts from the top. Management, you have to create motivation through the dealer's energy. Now, the best way to recruit is from your competitors or the local market. I mean, they're already miserable at the store they're at. And if you're that store that everybody wants to be at, you can cherry pick from different dealers. What a concept. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Don't tell me it's unethical because they're doing that to you. You're just recruiting, just like the NFL, recruit from one team to another team. Don't you want the best on your team? Recruit the best. Tell them why it's so exciting to sell cars where you're at. Those days that you get those 20 and 30 and 40 car Saturdays, call them up, say, hey, how'd you do today? If you took that many cars from the market, chances are they had a lousy day. Say, hey, you need to see me Monday morning. Come in and see me Monday morning. And don't give them an application when they walk in. Make them feel like a rock star. Because that's what they are. They're rock stars. Boy, nothing's worse than inviting somebody in to talk to you about a position and you throw an application at them. Why don't you just invite them and talk to them? Why don't you invite them to show the emotions in the showroom floor? You got to have emotions. That's what you got to have because it takes emotions as well to sell cars. It all comes from the energy. Now, along with all that, if you got a sales process that's an easy to do sales process like the Car Sharker trains on, the 7 rules of engagement. Now, if you got our 7 rules of engagement, with your energy, with your motivation, your drive, and the emotions on the floor, and I'm talking positive emotions, along with the closing process, wow, that's a recipe for success. And that's what you got to have. How could you not be successful with all that? You want to be the dealership that everybody wants to come and work for. You don't want to be the dealership that it's negative all the time, that has problems with their pay plans. You want to be the dealership that you know when they're going to get paid, they get paid. Okay, you want the grosses high. How do you keep the grosses high? You keep the gross high by having a closing process. Salespeople are what? They're closers, right? They're not just salespeople, because you just try to always, my opinion, I think you talk down to them by saying you're just a salesperson. They're the most important people in your dealership. They are your workhorses. They're your soldiers. They're the one that's making you the money. Now, they're closers. So you're always looking for a good closer, right? They close on what? The product. There's 2 closes in a sale. You close the product and you close the figures. See, logic, mathematics, and presentation sells cars. We know that, right? You got to have the logic. You got to have the mathematics. And you got to have a good presentation. Salespeople have to close on the presentation. Without the salespeople, you have nothing. Now, it's okay to recruit from your competitors. Go recruit them. Get them in your store. Do what you got to do to get them there. Get creative. Don't just get complacent about recruiting. If you know you got a rock star at another store, get them to your store. Give them a bonus. What's wrong with that? You gotta get creative. You gotta have that energy, that nucleus, dealer. You gotta get that going because everyone feeds off from it. And the first thing is motivation comes from that energy. You gotta have that motivation. And you gotta be excited every time you meet a customer. You gotta get excited. Give them that nice compliment. When right out of the gate, you give that customer a compliment. Bingo! That's the beginning of an outstanding sale. You're going to close them and you're going to gross them. Now, if you like any part of this video, go ahead and like it and share it. Or, hey, listen, if you want to subscribe to my channel, I've got many more at the channel, more coming down the pipeline. There's a little bell button when you hit that subscribe button. You see that little sharky icon? There's a little bell button next to it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Because if you click that, every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Listen, do yourself a favor. My name is Jimmy Prater. Go close something. Yeah!